Is Nigeria okay? If you've been following the news, you know that the Nigerian currency has been falling apart. It plummeted to 1,524 to $1 this week. Essentially a 230% loss of its own value within the last year.
Yesterday, the dollar did that. Yo, I'm kidding. Because how can dollar go from 15 cedis to 8 Ghana cedis only to shoot back to 15 cedis? I mean, Ghanaians were left stunned and frustrated as the cedi swings wildly, disrupting businesses and daily lives. Because really, how did this...
What exactly is causing this? Number one is the high demand for dollars. Imagine everyone in Nigeria suddenly wants to buy dollars. They need dollars for things like paying school fees abroad, medical bills, and buying stuff from other countries, but there aren't enough dollars available. Two, not enough dollars. The Nigerian government used to get a lot of dollars from selling oil, but recently that income has dropped to almost zero. So there's not enough money in dollars to go around. Three, less money in reserves. Think of the Central Bank of Nigeria as a big piggy bank. It keeps foreign reserves, like dollars, to help the economy. But lately, that piggy bank has been shrinking. Less money in the piggy bank means less support for the Naira. Four, black market hustle. When people couldn't get enough dollars from the official market, they turned to the black market. And there, they paid much higher prices for dollars. It's like buying a toy from a friend because the store ran out, but you pay more. So in a nutshell, the Naira is dropping in value because everyone wants dollars. There aren't enough dollars, and the piggy bank is getting smaller. It's like a game of musical chairs, and unfortunately, the Naira is losing out.
Hamas launched a direct attack on the US dollar with another one called the mandatory local transaction. And you know the United States doesn't play with their dollar. When they start the blackmail, I say, no, something is going on. I want to do research to find out what Mahama is doing, because the United States cannot just poke their finger in the face of a country like that without our president doing anything. So you have to go and research and see what Mahama is doing actually. And this is what he's doing. When you check the mandatory local transaction, right now, all gold transaction must be conducted in Ghana cedis, no longer in dollar. And companies are required to have at least 51% Ghanaian ownership to operate in the sector. This is a direct attack on the US dollar. The second one is centralized gold purchase. Gold Board has secured agreement with 9 additional mining companies to purchase 20%. And it's supposed to be more than that. 20% of their gold output. A strategy aimed at bolstering, Ghana Gold Reserve and to stabilize our national currency. A direct attack on the US dollar.
I am back in Ghana. With me here, I have Ghana cedis with me. I also have Naira with me. And now, I have the United States dollar as well with me. Now, I want to explain something to all of you. You see, the Ghana cedis is a very powerful currency. The same way is Naira. Naira is also a powerful currency. Ghana cedis doesn't perform so much well in its country. And Naira also performs perfectly well in its country, but doesn't perform perfectly well in other countries. Now you see that the dollar performs pretty well everywhere it goes. That's not because dollar is bigger than Naira or dollar is bigger than cedis. Now, let me shock you people. Now, comparing it together, if you change these Ghana cedis, this 1,600 Ghana cedis, if you change it to Naira, you get 150,000 or 152,000 thereabout, or the equivalent, something of that nature. If you see that the $100 in Ghana is the same amount as $100 in Nigeria. You understand? But the question is, what can this $100 do for you in Ghana? And what can the $100 do for you in Nigeria? Now, this is how you judge the performance of currencies. Again, I am not telling you that Naira is better than cedis. Neither am I telling you that cedis is better than Naira. It is for you to understand and judge this by yourself. You have listened to how I am analyzing these currencies. It is in your own way now that you understand this thing and drop your comment based on that. As I said, don't forget, these two currencies are strong currencies, but some performs better outside the country, while some performs better in their own country. Naira doesn't perform pretty well in Nigeria. Outside Nigeria. But Naira performs perfectly well in Nigeria. Now, 150,000 doesn't mean you are rich in Nigeria. 1,600 Ghana cedis doesn't mean you are rich in Ghana. You understand? But 1,600 Ghana cedis in Ghana cannot rent you an apartment for 1 year. In fact, the smallest of apartment, it cannot pay for a full year for you unless you want to live in a bachelor house somewhere like in Accra. But I can tell you there are places in Abuja where you see rent house for a year for as low as cheap as 150,000 naira a year. I'm not still saying that Naira is bigger than cities or cities is bigger than Naira. All of them have the way they perform in their various countries and outside country. I would prefer to take cities to Nigeria, but I would not like to bring Naira to Ghana. You understand? Because if I bring my Naira to Ghana, it seems I'm not getting the value for my Naira here. But if I take cedis to Nigeria, I will get the value of that cedis in Nigeria because internationally, the cedis will perform better than the Naira. But locally, Naira will perform better than the cedis. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, just put it in the comment section and try to put your own explanation the way you can understand.
Shebi dey see am as in 200 cedis. Now big money for Nigeria now. As in a customer just follow me buy something now, and if I give and change, shebi you see am one. So if I give and change, maybe I'll give her like this thing 170 cedis. You go see how the money go many, like the change when I'll give her. You see, so the thing is, okay, what about 10,000 naira? 10,000 naira, it still also be one note. 20,000 naira, one note. So, as in, they organize things well for GH, but Nigeria, I no understand. Like, you pack money, okay, if you carry 100,000 naira for Nigeria, as the money go many. Yeah, this one, see, 100, if you hold 1,000 Ghana, now five money, now you go hold. You see, but like, they organize their things well for GH, but Nigeria.
This morning, I see that somebody DM me. He said, bros, the person is from Nigeria. He said, bros, you are just wasting your time. I'm living in they live for 2-bedroom flat apartment, and it's better than me. Yes. Me particularly, it's better than, he used the statement, it's better than people in Ghana. Uncle, my one room self-contained, can pay 1.5 years for that your 2-bedroom flat. You think it's a joke? Come Ghana, may you see. No, I don't know as now they see Ghana self. I don't fair talk this thing. Ghana is not that small village when they think. Now white men many pass here, pass black. Oh God. Uncle, 2-bedroom flat for Nigeria, how much? 1 year, how much? You see 300,000, 400,000 based on the way they take maintenance. My one room here, my one room for Ghana, na 350 in for 1 year, 3,500 cedis, which is 350,000 naira. One person no go come out. And you can't they come on social media and they talk rubbish. If you want to form big boy, you want to form Odogu or you want to form Yahoo boy because you know say and the way you be, you know be social media person, yeah. Now Yahoo boy you be. Come Ghana, come stay Ghana 1 year. We will not say you be man. That is just all. Come and stay Ghana 1 year. Come and stay 2-bedroom flat 1 year. Just 1 year. Come and stay 2-bedroom flat. You know say that your money where it is say they account. You they pay 300, 250, some now 250 for 1 year. You will call they compare yourself to people in Ghana. The indigenous of Ghana self, you can't compare with the toughness of the foreigner. You know that foreigner and indigenous life must not be the same. Foreigner must try to get it tough small because you don't have anybody to call here. Now you want to compare me with you or people in Ghana to you that is in Nigeria. You know even the Lagos self for you they be. Now in Lagos now we want for say okay. And the rent go even near Ghana.
Leave your comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video because it's really necessary and important to us so that we can be able to educate ourselves. It seems like when our leaders come together and change some certain things, then the Western world will also be changing some certain things. Like how? When we know the truth and we want the truth for our people to uplift our people, then they want to damage some certain things. But now, talking about the dollar, now the rate of dollars have become very low, and I think it's good for our economy in Africa. You understand? Because hereby, when they come to the Western world, when they come to Africa, when they change it, they get a whole lot of money. And it looks like our money is not heavy enough or good enough to maximize with the dollar. But times goes on, we are going to be together as